We're back with this electric dirt bike, the XTM Pro, and I've got the brakes from the owner. It's supplied both front and rear, and they do not have the motor stop built into these ones, so this is not going to have that feature, but that's their issue to come over. So first off, I'm going to take this off here, slide this off and get the front brake done, because the front brake, as you can see, is broken here, which is what I said in the last video. It's broke off the top there. So I'm going to start off with this, take this handlebar off. So it's got Allen key right there, just behind the brake lever, and that will be a size 4 by the looks of it, size 3. It's very tight for a grub screw. So I'll undo this and it should slide off. Cables travel down underneath that. I'm going to turn it this way to give me a bit more length. Well, there we go. Put that there for now. Then we'll come to the Allen key here, which is going to be back to size 5. Pop that off there. Let's free that up. Maybe pry it open a little bit if necessary. No, slide it along. We'll need to undo this, which I will show that afterwards. Two crossheads just on the cable retainer here. Phillips. PH2 if you want to be finicky. I'll have to take the caliper off and let that dangle. The new ones, yeah, they come with it. That was a finger trapper. That was tight because there was nothing on it. slide this back on, because it'll be irrelevant having it off. The new brakes sort of clamp round as opposed to slide on. While I'm in the process, I'm going to undo this back one as well, just so that I'm two birds with one stone. Got that one undone. I'll just have to pull some slack from the back so that I can pull that off the handlebars. But this is the motor stop, which goes through the handlebars, passes into the frame there, and it plugs into a plug down inside where the battery compartment is, to which I'll show you that now. Get size 4 Allen key, undo the little cover on the side here. Just got the two at the bottom. And then you got like little rubber bungs. So then next to one there, one each side. One's a little bit perished. But now I'll get this cable and I'll wiggle it about, find out which one it is. And it'll be that one there. And I'll pull that back through the frame. And that's one brake completely off. That's the front brake. Now for the back brake, same again, caliper off. Size 5 Allen key. Crack on loose. And pull that off. Send this slack forwards. Someone's put a tie wrap on it there, quite possibly from factory by the looks of it. I'm going to have to crack the brake system open and feed it back through, which you've seen me do in a previous video. So I'll do that off camera too. I've got that off there, and as you can see it passes behind the number board, which is basically 2 5mm Allen key bolts at the top of there. 5mm Allen bolt with a 6-7mm thread, something like that. That's the number board, number plate, whichever you want to call it. And then that again will pass directly through the same, well, no, a hole lower down on the frame behind the forks, which I will then feed the new hose up through from the new brakes as I install the rear. Right, so I've put the rear caliper on, I've fished it through, and I've put the front caliper on, and essentially not so much fished it through, but installed it. Now, the problem I've encountered is the brakes that have been provided are backwards. This is the master cylinder, essentially for the, it's on the right hand side, which is the front brake side, and it goes to the rear caliper, and the vice versa with disc calipers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect these and swap them back over, which will also take the twist out of this cable here. Before I do that, let me just get this handlebar stuck back on. The more I get done, the quicker I get it done. Set that into its final position, and I'll tighten that up. Right, so I've already cracked it loose. This one's still loose from when I fished it through. So just a little bit more. Too loose for the spanner, too tight for the finger. Always the way. Even brand new. By the looks of it, the olives come out with that nut. Instead of separating like that. I'll try and be as quick as possible. Get that in there, get that in there. There we go, broke free now. And that cable can relax. I'll tighten that back up again. Clearly didn't put it tight enough. There's a chance I may need to actually get the bleed kit for these ones after all the amount of oil that's come out. Mineral oil. But in the meantime, let's get it put back together. Now the number plate goes back on. I'm going to put it either side of each cable, either side of the number plate bracket, number board, number plate. And I can get a bite. Like I said, when I can get a bite. Because this is pushing it forward, making it awkward. Like that. I'm going to put the, has little nubbins that tie into the front mud guard. The front brake is supposed to sort of pass through there, but it never stays there, so that's why I've routed it around the back there. I'll put a tie wrap around that between the two triple clamps, just to sort of keep it neat. And that's that. Yeah, I'll finish up by zip tying that off, like I said. This is the inside that when I took it out from before, as you can see, the line for the rear cable is a little bit longer on this one, so I just sort of let it roll up, relax, and just tucked it away inside there, and that should stop it causing any issues by being too far at the front, too far at the back, and it shouldn't catch on anything while still allowing the fluid to flow through it with no kinks in the line. Just put that back over there, line it up with the two rubber bungs, pop it in, the two screws, the job's a good one. It's complete, apart from the tie wrap. I will give them brakes a test. They should sort of self-bleed while it's sat there, and hopefully when I do come to test it, it'll work.